My dear friends, let me start with something I know will touch your heart. After the age of 60, one of the greatest fears many of us face isn't losing hair. It isn't even losing our ability to walk as fast as we once did. It's losing our eyesight. Cataracts, glaucoma, and blurred vision are not just medical conditions. They represent the possibility of losing independence, of losing the joy of reading, of not being able to see a loved one's smile clearly anymore. But here's the powerful truth I want you to hear right now. In these first few seconds, research shows that up to 80% of age-related vision loss can actually be prevented. Not with surgery, not with expensive medications, but with simple, natural foods that you can start eating today. And in the next few minutes, I will reveal 10 secret foods that doctors and nutritionists agree are the strongest protectors against cataracts and vision loss. Please stay until the very end, because food number 10 will surprise you. It's delicious. It feels like a treat, and yet it has been shown to improve vision within hours of eating it. I want to begin with a story because I believe stories connect us more than facts alone. I met a man named Harold, 72 years old, who shared with me his deepest worry. He told me, "Mark, I can live with aching knees. I can live with losing my hair. But what I cannot bear is that I can barely see my granddaughter's face when she runs into my arms." His voice trembled as he said those words. He had early cataracts, and every month the world around him grew dimmer, but what amazed me was how his story changed. He didn't turn to surgery. He didn't spend thousands on treatments. Instead, he began adding specific foods to his meals, simple foods available at any grocery store. Within weeks, his night vision improved, his eyes felt less strained, and he could once again enjoy reading and gardening. Harold's life was transformed, not by medicine, but by food. The first food I want to tell you about is spinach, along with other leafy greens like kale and collard greens. These greens are filled with two powerful antioxidants, lutein and zeaxanthin, which act like a natural pair of sunglasses for your eyes. They filter harmful blue light, the same light that comes from the sun and even from screens. And they prevent damage to your retina. Seniors who eat just 1 cup of leafy greens a day have been shown to reduce their risk of cataracts by nearly 40%. Think about that for a moment. Something as simple as a green smoothie or a side of cooked kale could help you protect the most precious sense you have. I once knew a retired teacher named Mary who hated salads, but when she started blending spinach into smoothies with bananas and blueberries, she not only felt more energetic, but her eye doctor noticed her cataracts were not worsening. She smiled and told me, "Spinach saved my sight more than my glasses ever did." Tell me in the comments, do you enjoy greens regularly, or do you struggle to get them on your plate? The next food may be one you remember from childhood: carrots. We've all heard that carrots help your eyesight, and it's true. But not just carrots. Other orange vegetables like sweet potatoes and pumpkin are also loaded with beta-carotene. Your body converts this into vitamin A, which is absolutely essential for preventing night blindness and keeping your cornea healthy. Without enough vitamin A, your eyes can become dry, irritated, and more prone to infections. I remember a woman named Alice, 70 years old, who struggled with driving at night because the headlights blurred her vision. When she started adding roasted sweet potatoes to her dinners, she noticed a remarkable improvement within 2 months. She could drive to see her sister again without fear. So let me ask you, if you had to choose, would you rather have roasted carrots, sweet potato fries, or a warm pumpkin soup? Drop your answer below. I'd love to know which one you'd enjoy most. Another powerful group of foods for your eyes are fatty fish like salmon, sardines, and mackerel. These fish are rich in omega-3 fatty acids, especially DHA, which makes up a huge part of your retina. Without enough omega-3 south, your eyes become more prone to dryness, irritation, and degeneration. In fact, seniors who eat fish just twice a week have been shown to lower their risk of macular degeneration by 38%. I knew a man named Tom, a widower, who felt both lonely and frustrated by his declining vision. His daughter encouraged him to start a Sunday tradition of salmon dinners. Not only did his mood improve because omega-3 south also support the brain, but his eyes felt less dry, and his world became a little sharper. He told me, "Salmon gave me back not just my sight, but my Sundays." I'd love to know from you, do you prefer getting your omega-3 south from fish, or do you take supplements instead? Now let's talk about a surprising food: eggs. For years, many people avoided eggs because they were told cholesterol was dangerous. But science now shows that eggs, especially the yolks, are packed with lutein, zeaxanthin, and zinc. 3 nutrients that directly protect the macula, the part of your eye responsible for sharp vision. Zinc also helps vitamin A reach your retina, making your night vision stronger. I met a woman named Margaret who told me she had avoided eggs for decades. When she started having to boiled eggs with breakfast, she noticed her eyes felt less tired, and her doctor confirmed her vision had stabilized. She laughed and said, "Eggs are cheaper than medicine, and they taste better too." Tell me in the comments, how do you like your eggs scrambled, boiled, or sunny side up? If you have a sweet tooth, you'll be happy about this next one: berries. Blueberries, blackberries, and bilberries are packed with anthocyanins, antioxidants that strengthen the tiny blood vessels in your eyes. They improve circulation, ensuring your retina receives the oxygen and nutrients it needs. There's even an old story from World War II. British pilots ate bilberry jam before night flights because they believed it improved their night vision. Science has since shown they were onto something. Berries truly do protect against retinal damage. A small bowl of blueberries a day can be like armor for your eyes. Which berry do you enjoy most? Blueberries, strawberries, or blackberries? Share your answer, because I know people have strong favorites here. Nuts and seeds are another quiet hero for your eyes. Almonds, walnuts, chia seeds, and flax seeds are rich in vitamin E, which protects your eyes from oxidative stress, the gradual rusting that occurs in our cells as we age. One long-term study showed that seniors with higher vitamin E intake had a 25% lower risk of cataracts. I remember George, who swapped his afternoon cookie for a small handful of almonds. He told me it was the easiest change he ever made. His eye checkups showed his vision stayed remarkably stable, while many of his friends were struggling with worsening cataracts. Be honest with me, do you snack on nuts, or do you reach for chips and cookies instead? Leave me a comment. I want to know your habits. Citrus fruits are another gift for your eyes. Oranges, grapefruits, and lemons are packed with vitamin C, which strengthens the blood vessels in your eyes and slows cataract progression. A long-term study found that women who ate more citrus had a 33% reduced risk of developing cataracts. I met Clara, 75 years old, who told me she always kept a bowl of oranges on her kitchen table. Every morning, she peeled one and said it felt like holding sunshine in her hands. Her doctor noted that her cataracts were developing much more slowly than expected, likely thanks to her vitamin C ritual. Do you prefer eating fresh oranges or drinking orange juice? Share it below, I bet. We'll see some debate. Tomatoes and red bell peppers are another powerful duo. Tomatoes contain lycopene, which protects your eyes from light-induced damage, while red bell peppers are one of the richest sources of vitamin C, yes, even higher than oranges. Imagine a simple salad made of tomatoes, bell peppers, olive oil, and feta cheese. That simple meal could be a shield for your eyesight. It's easy, affordable, and powerful. Would you try a salad like that if it could protect your eyes? Comment and tell me. Another food that may surprise you are beans and legumes. Chickpeas, black beans, lentils. They are loaded with zinc, a mineral that helps vitamin A travel to the retina and supports the production of pigments that protect your eyes. Without enough zinc, night vision begins to suffer. Beans may not sound glamorous, but they are affordable, filling, and powerful for eye health. I often call them the unsung heroes. Do you eat beans often, or do you skip them? Let me know. I want to see how many bean lovers we have here. Now, for the final food, number 10, and this one will make you smile, dark chocolate. Yes, dark chocolate with 70% cacao or more is rich in flavonoids that improve blood flow to the retina. A study in JAMA Ophthalmology found that participants who ate dark chocolate had sharper vision just 2 hours later. Imagine that a sweet treat that actually improves eyesight. I remember telling Harold about this, and his eyes lit up. He laughed and said, "Finally, doctor's orders I can enjoy every night." Be honest with me, do you prefer milk chocolate or dark chocolate? Comment below. I want to see which team you're on. Friends, these 10 foods are not exotic or impossible to find. They're everyday foods, sitting quietly in grocery stores and kitchens, waiting to protect your sight. Cataracts, macular degeneration, and vision loss are not inevitable. They are preventable, and in many cases, they can be slowed or even improved with the right nutrition. Think of every meal as a choice. You can either protect your eyes or slowly allow them to fade. So here's my challenge for you. Starting tomorrow, pick just 2 of these foods and add them to your daily routine. Maybe it's spinach in your smoothie, salmon at dinner, or a small piece of dark chocolate before bed. Within weeks, you may begin to feel the difference not only in your vision, but in your energy, your mood, and your confidence. And if you do, please come back to this video and leave a comment sharing your experience. Your story could give another senior hope. I want you to remember that protecting your vision is not just about avoiding cataracts or glaucoma. It's about protecting your independence, your dignity, and the joy of seeing the faces of the people you love. Every bite you take is either bringing the world into sharper focus or allowing it to grow dimmer. The choice is yours, and the power is in your hands. Before we close, I'd love to hear from you. Which of these 10 foods are you already eating, and which one will you start tomorrow? Please share your answer in the comments because your wisdom could inspire someone else watching this video right now. And if you know a friend, a sibling, or a neighbor who worries about their vision, share this video with them because everyone deserves the chance to see clearly, no matter their age. And finally, let me remind you that your best years are not behind you. They are right here, waiting to be lived with clarity, with joy, and with the vision to see every smile, every sunrise, and every beautiful moment life still has to offer. Stay healthy, stay hopeful, and thank you for spending this time with me today.